And action. Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Or good evening. We don't discriminate.
Time.
After time. And if you're lost, you can look. And you will find me. And Richard.
Okay, that's enough, Cyndi Lauper.
But not the plot of this film. We're talking about My Bloody Valentine again, but 2009.
Did you know there were two of them? We did. We're back with part 2 of our Valentine's Day Yasssacre! And this is The Queers Have Eyes. We're your hosts.
I'm Chase.
I'm Richard. And we're excited to get into this film.
Richard, tell the people the plot.
I would love to. Jensen Ackles is bad at his job and explodes a mine, killing 5 of his co-workers and putting Harry Warden in a coma. Flash forward a year, and our 4 B-list actors who still live in the town that's destroying the environment decide to have a celebratory Valentine's Day party at the site of the 5 deaths. Harry Warden hates this, comes out of his coma, and seeks revenge by killing a bunch of teenagers and scaring Jensen Ackles to the West Coast. But uh-oh, it's 10 years later and Jensen Ackles has returned down a ball cap to either bunch everyone's panties or drench them. He's definitely crazy and definitely killing everyone, but hey, I can't blame him. That's just small town life, baby. Hot cop Kerr takes a break from fucking his teenage baby mama to make sure that Jensen Ackles doesn't fuck his wife. And he succeeds by fucking Jensen Ackles himself. I'm just kidding, that's just in my fanfic. But everyone relevant is still alive at the end of the film. The tagline for My Bloody Valentine 2009 is...
January 16th. Get your heart broken.
I'm a queer person in their 30s. My heart is always broken.
And mine is dead.
Rotten Tomatoes gave My Bloody Valentine 2009 a 62%.
IMDb gave My Bloody Valentine 2009 a 5.4 out of 10.
And The Queers Have Eyes have given it a 6.9 out of 11.
Nice.
How did we get that score?
We're gonna tell you.
1. Traumability. 6 out of 11. Getting past the low-level psychic damage that small towns give you. We're bumping that up to a 6 because if you went crazy, would you know that you went crazy?
Dean Winchester didn't.
No, he didn't. Chase, how dumb is the protagonist?
For this one, we gave it an 11 out of 11. The killer didn't even know he was the killer. And the writer didn't know how to make that not irritating.
Halloween costume realness. We've given this a 9 out of 11, if you can believe it, because minor chic is hot.
Still hot.
But you are leaving the gas mask on during sex, and dear God, don't forget your pickaxe.
Or your pitchfork. Richard, did they even go to Juilliard?
We're giving this a 5 out of 11. The acting from the boys was way better than the first one, 1981. Was that the year?
That was a low bar.
It was very low. But it is Jensen Ackles, so... but the ladies could probably use an acting lesson or two.
Daddy, is that you? For this one, we gave it a 12 out of 11. A Queers Have Eyes first. Jensen Ackles.
And Kerr. That's all.
I'm not turned on, you're turned on.
I am turned on. And you're turned on.
Oh, yeah, I am.
Stream and Cream, we've given this an 8 out of 11. Jensen Ackles and Kerr. I just said this.
And Kerr.
Yeah. And they're both in uniform.
Hot.
I
can fix them. Jump scares. For this, we gave it a 2 out of 11. If 3D was ever good, you know, maybe we'd rate it higher, but all of the jump scares were 3D and we forgot our glasses.
Could I make this with an iPhone? We've given this a 4 out of 11. There were a lot of long shots that you just couldn't do on an iPhone. It wouldn't give it the same justice. It's but it's really nothing spectacular. So the rest of it, you could definitely take care of.
Ghost face. For this, we've given it a 3. There was a solid O face when the pickaxe popped through the back of Jason's head, but Brandy owed her face clean off.
Damn, that was a scene. Scream Queens, we've given this a 5 out of 11, thanks to Deputy Ferris finding the maid in the dryer. That was disgusting. Also, I guess we'll give some points for Sarah and the teenage baby mama screaming in the scene when they're like shoving things against the office door to keep the pickaxe from coming through.
That'll help, for sure. Our last category, the Queers Have Eyes custom category. And believe it or not, we've given this one an 11 out of 11. 11 out of 11. And we're going to tell you why.
1. Tom has mental health issues. Gay.
2. There's a female cop.
Gay. 3. Tom dances in a cage. Gay.
4. The rock grave looks like a vagina.
Gay. 5. There are men working in tight spaces in the dark. Gay.
6. Sarah's wearing flannel, and it's not even fall.
Gay. 7. The killer collects cute boxes. Gay.
8. Ben deep throats a pickaxe.
Gay. 9. Tom and Axel wrestle in a dark room. Gay.
10. Tom is wearing lip gloss the whole time.
Gay. 11. Tom has daddy issues. Gay. And so do I.
And that brings us to 11 out of 11.
Gay. Oh. Well, we're not alcoholics. You're an alcoholic.
I'm not turned on, you're turned on.
We want to thank you so much for hanging out with us on this Valentine's Day holiday. Although, I'm pretty sure it was created by Hallmark.
Yeah, this series of movies is less scary than the thought of being alone forever and being reminded of that every year.
Are you reminded of that, Chase? You're married. But it is a horror that I do face every year. I'm so glad that you've hung out with me to make it less horrible than previous years.
Did you like the movies?
I did. I think 2009's a little campy. I spent a lot of time just like fangirling over Jensen Ackles and Kerr Smith.
I think that's probably the only draw to the movie, if I'm being honest. The plot twist made me sad.
I love the fact that between the two movies they didn't keep the same killer, so that people who had previously seen the 1981 version were able to watch the 2009 version, and they still got a surprise. Both films are pointing you towards the same two people basically at the end, and then they just swap them. But it's still a little something. It's a gift. It's a Valentine's Day gift.
Unfortunately, that didn't mean much for us because I was so excited to watch Jensen Ackles. We watched 2009 first.
I mean, it's still the same thing.
It's okay.
I did spend then the entire time watching 1981 thinking that it was going to be TJ. And then it wasn't. I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. It was the most pleasantly surprising thing about 1981 because that movie sucks.
It's something. It exists and
it happens.
It did its job for its time. And I feel the same way about 2009 though. I feel like that was during a height of 3D movies and they jumped on it. And they did it. I don't know that it was successful.
No, but it happened. Much like 2006 Black Christmas compared to 1974, the time was right to make another version.
Did the right director do it?
but it was beautiful. The camera work got way better.
Yeah. All right, Chase. I think they've heard enough from us today, and I have a bottle of wine to finish, so should we wrap this up?
Let's.
All right.
We've been the Queers Have Eyes. This is our holiday double feature of My Bloody Valentine.
For our Valentine's Day Yasssacre. Make sure to like and follow. Follow us on Instagram. Hit us up on our email. All at the Queers Have Eyes.
Gmail.
Oh, email
That'd be
us at
helpful.
Gmail. Yes.
And if you're still here, stay queer.
And keep your eyes open.